As Bloom can't be with us this year, we've decided to make little videos of small parts of our garden, and here's the first part, the Fern Nook, which is constructed on raised beds in the shape of a fern spiral. To get into the garden, you first of all have to walk under this beautiful Fuchsia Magellanica alba, with hanging trusses of gorgeous white flowers. This first part is quite damp, and they're the hostas fries, along with some saxifrages, some Ethereum Filex femina, and geranium, a small Doryptis erythrosaur there in the front. On the other side is Saxifragus stolonifera kinky purple, which spreads quite prolifically around but is easy to remove, and near this is the Philiptris decursive pennata, a Japanese beach fern which thrives in these conditions. In one of the raised areas here, the soil actually stays quite moist, and so we have Doryptis willisiana which grow particularly large. As you can see, the other ferns also seem to enjoy these conditions, including the Doryptis tokyoensis, and to the left the wonderful Woodwardia onigamata, with huge red fronds as they're young, when they mature to a beautiful green. Painted ferns enjoy the humus we've added to the soil, as does the Adiantum venustum. This crawls along quite nicely along the top, enjoying the kind of the moist but well-drained conditions, that kind of panacea of gardening. Doryptis goldiana usually prefers kind of quite damp conditions, but this is in a dryish part of the spot, so it stays a little bit small but still very attractive, as is this wonderful Linearis polydactyla, the male fern. The sporangia are just starting to develop there, forming little balls on the end of the fronds. Some quite large ferns do very, very well, like Doryptis pseudophilix max, this Mexican wood fern. It's surprisingly tough, considering where it hails from. And below this we have the crested painted fern, applecord. To a drier part again, we come to two wonderful male ferns here. In front is the hellebore. And then through the hellebore we have growing Dryopteris cycadina, the blackwood fern, another one from Japan. And the fronds of this are just quite extraordinary, very crozier shaped, as you can see there, but very, very tough, but quite open, so you can grow things through this, or behind it, without obscuring them. In quite a shady spot over here we have this wonderful crested lady fern. And here is another lady fern. This is Ethereum Filex femina Victoria, sometimes called the crucifix ferns, and when you see this you can certainly see why. One of my favourites, enjoying the drained position there, is the Arachneoides standicii. This has come back in the last 8 years and it's very, very nice. Very, very tough though is this fellow here, the Doryptis complexa. It's a hybrid between the two male ferns. And so we just look at the structure of how this garden is built there. As you can see, it was just with stones which were found around the garden to make these walls. The soil was packed in there, a little bit of extra organic matter, and then gravelled pathways, and then leading to the cast aluminium chair, which has come wonderfully weathered, framed with the two Doryptis willisiana behind it. Then to the right there you have the Japanese maple. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and hope you'll be able to join us for our next video, which will be coming up very shortly. In the meantime, thank you and goodbye.